The Picture of the Gnosis. On May the 18th, 3303, Dr. Canonn commissioned renowned artist Commander Betelgeuse to create a painting of the Canonn Interstellar Research Group megaship The Gnosis to celebrate its launch. Commander Betelgeuse was busy at the time organising the illicit trade in Tarach spice, but she promised to complete the commission as soon as she could. Commander Wotherspoon offered to fly the ship, so Betelgeuse could concentrate on creating her masterpiece, which was to hang in pride of place in Dr. Canonn's stateroom on the Gnosis itself. Drawing the Gnosis.
Hello, I am the renowned space artist, Commander Betelgeuse. I'm drawing the Gnosis in a classic three-quarter pose. I'm using chalk for this because, quite frankly, with the amount Dr. Canonn is paying me for this, it's not worth using oil paints. The round bit at the front is where they fly the ship, and the spinny bits are where the laboratories are. They have all sorts of strange Thyroid parts in there. The bit behind that is mainly taken up with a 20-metre high solid gold statue of Dr. Canonn. He's a very humble man.
Little Friends in Space. Over the years, the Gnosis visited many places of interest, including Guardian ruins and Thyroid structures. It investigated unknown artefacts and unknown probes, which it identified to be of Thyroid origin, renaming them Thyroid sensors and Thyroid probes.
Well, you're enormously happy with that bit. There's next to some Thyroid sensors floating around the Gnosis now, so I'll just draw those in. Really working hard on those there, and they have little glowing panels on them that flash there. They're obviously difficult to capture through the medium of chalk, so as you can see, I've not bothered. They're actually really cute, aren't they? I wonder why the Canonn hasn't released a line of Thyroid plushies to go along with Michael Brooks's Cuddly Cthulhu range.
The Thyroid Ambush. September the 6th, 3304 was a notable day in the career of the Gnosis. Canonn had planned a jump to a remote star in the Cone sector, deep in the heart of the permit-locked Col 70 sector, despite Pilots Federation warnings against such a risky move. The Gnosis was apparently hyperdicted by marauding Thyroid interceptors and dropped out of the jump in Autots ST-I D9-6.
Right, this is an opportunity to add some local colour to the picture. These Thyroid interceptors have lots of lovely bright shiny red colours, a nice spiky shape to them. Ooh, that one's come right up to us. Just hold the ship steady while I sketch in all the details. Hang on. Oh, there's a smashing orangey bit in the middle of this one. Who turned out the lights?
The crash of the Gnosis. On November the 21st, 3305, the Gnosis found itself parked close, very close, to a large stationary civilian installation in HIP 23759. The officer of the watch, Commander LCU No Fool Like One, was unhesitating in pointing the blame at novice helmsman Commander Classic.
Oh, this is quite a busy scene. I do like all those lovely laser displays advertising Lavian brandy. You'll have to imagine them, obviously. I'm not. They'd take ages to do, they would. The installation's got lots of struts with lights and docking and habitation quarters sticking out at all angles. It's like a big U shape, with the Gnosis stuck in the middle part. I wonder how they're going to get it out. It's going to take an awful lot of butter.
A very long way away. On June the 6th, 3305, the Gnosis commenced Operation Cabin Fever to visit distant stars that were inaccessible by conventional frameshift drive. The stars chosen were HIP 4099 and IRAS 21565-3937 in the Spare Tire Nebula.
I can't quite make out the Gnosis from here. Do you think we should have got on before it left?
The Gnosis's later career. The Gnosis continued on its scientific voyage of discovery, with Canonn spending much of its time trying to get it to come out of hyperspace within the exclusion zone of a neutron star or white dwarf for what they described as scientific research. But with the arrival of fleet carriers, Canonn acknowledged that the Gnosis, which uses old technology that is only capable of one 500 light-year jump per week, is an outdated vehicle for research. Members of Canonn have purchased a number of fleet carriers with which they plan to progress scientific knowledge, just as soon as there's something new to research. The Gnosis completes its final voyage when it returns to its home system of Variety on the 10th of September 3306, 3 years and 4 months after its launch. It will be refitted as a sightseeing bus, and it's expected to start operating a limited service round local points of interest for tourists. Dr. Arcannon no longer needs a painting of the Gnosis for his stateroom, which is going to be converted into a bingo hall. But Commander Beetlejude remains available for commissions, and her rates are very, very reasonable.
Thank you for watching. I'm available for commissions and my rates are very reasonable. Happy to receive donations of hafnium, palladium, osmium, platinum, void opal, granodiorite, low temperature diamonds, benitoite, plumsite, alexandrite, plainite, serendibite, jadeite, taphite, bromellite, muscovite, not bromellite,